Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we have ended our war, and we did get quite a lot of gains out of it, to be honest. Like, for real. We gained 3 planets over here, a 4th over here. We gained all of this territory over this way, including access to this gateway. This world over here that we can terraform, this world that we can terraform. We gained these 3 worlds over here, and this one that we can colonize, and we should do that as soon as we can. Oh, we've already got a plane colony heading out there. Okay, perfect. So that'll be fine, and we should probably consider building a defensive platform here. EFL will probably end up becoming a defensive platform as an anchorage right now. We can get that swapped over. So gun battery, torpedo battery, and hangar bay. Gun battery, torpedo battery, and eventually hangar bay, but that's currently being used. We are, of course, making a colony ship out of there. How's that going to get to Eldorok? Or anywhere, for that matter. I guess it can go around this way? That's very awkward, but it can do that. For now, anyway. So research agreements and such have been broken. People are breaking their agreements with us. That's not shocking at all. I do want to continue to work on our hyper relays out over this direction.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And we need our system capital complexes to start being built. No doubt about that. We need to get to work on that. Jump drives. Let's go. Sirius Prime, we can definitely build our system capital complex on. What else do we need in terms of our buildings here? Yurka is a refinery world that requires a job. For the time being, we could put in an agriculture district. We are negative on food right now, so that's not the worst thing. Vagalod is getting a generator district. We can put in a planetary capital on that. Frankfurt is being worked on. Okay, Achenar Prime here is a mining station at this moment. We could certainly put in our gene clinic. And do we need a habitation district right now? I think not right now. So we'll just put that gene clinic in for the moment. This generator world here, we absolutely do want to put in a generator district on. So that'll be fine. Cool. Okay, as far as our actual defenses go, we're going to need something in Niza Taram, which we will go ahead and upgrade. There we go. Iful is going to be switched over. Eldorok is going to be switched over. Wumjium is no longer necessary. So do we downgrade it, or do we convert it over into like an anchorage? I don't hate converting it into an anchorage here. So we get rid of all of that. And we put in a hydroponics bay. We put in, for the moment, yeah, hydroponics bay, a resource silo, and then this we could simply dismantle for the moment. So something like that. Of course, we still need our defenses out over this direction. That's all fine. And we're grabbing a RAS as soon as we can. Fleet maneuvers, huh? Admiral Monica McKinnon has drawn up plans for a major fleet exercise that will involve a substantial portion of our Navy. The location she has chosen for these maneuvers is the Supra system, which is close to the border of the Scanurian Commonwealth. The Scanuri may see this as a major provocation, but if we cancel the exercise, our military will consider it a sign of weakness. After all, Supra lies within our space. The Scanurian Commonwealth has no right to tell me what we can or cannot do in our own backyard. Do it. Okay, so that's great. We're going to conduct the fleet maneuvers. That will require an admiral in Supra 4. We have 1,000 days to do it. We actually have no way to get there. Okay, so we probably can't do that, realistically. That's fine. Now, our first fleet is arriving in our hyperspace network now. Where's that second fleet at? There it is. It's already making its way through. Beautiful. We need another 18,000 alloys to get our fleets maxed out. Although, we could definitely increase the size of our ships, but what we really need to do right now is to get our Citadel upgraded here, and we probably want to get a second shipyard over on this side. It's a very long ways away from this shipyard. So that's for sure. But we're moving our forces over to be able to deal with that wraith for the moment. And that'll be okay. But we saw some extremely significant growth within that last period. Oh, they've opened up their borders to us now. Beautiful. So we can make our way through here, no problem.
Complete.
So at this point, we want to do automatic construction, and they're going to head over to the Quiet Dark. That's fine. And are we able to run the Surveyor yet? No, we are not. Noted. Grumium requires a job, and this will need to be a specialist job. We could go for Cyto Revitalization Centers. That seems okay. We're doing fine on our exotic gases. It's our rare crystals that I'm mostly worried about right now. I mean, our volatile motes are low, but we can in theory deal with that. This is set up as an urban world at this moment. I'm going to put in... Let's see, there's gas extraction wells available here. How many can we build here for gas extraction wells? 1. Okay, checking to see if there's any others. We'll put in this gas extraction well, though. Beautiful. On this factory world, I would love to put in additional free resources, but it doesn't exist. We should just check through these, to be honest, and get any of those built that we can. Okay, embassies are being recalled. Yes, that is to be expected for the moment. Gilprim Secundus here requires one of these guys. Okay, we're growing Bizarro Ottomans for the moment, and that's fine. I think we'll just let that guy migrate, most likely. Alpha Centauri Prime requires additional work, and we could certainly put in an agriculture district to help with our food situation.
Construction complete.
Now, I'd like to get us positive on energy credits. No doubt about that. I'm going to sell off some of these minerals, and I would love to get some of this terraforming going into continental worlds. So we'll get that started. And Gilprim Secundus is the one with this guy. Right. They wouldn't be a technician, would they? I wouldn't mind getting a generator district going here. Kolbath can now get a system capital complex. We'll definitely build that. And this is a generator world here, but this is a meta Istrin that needs to demote. No problem there right now. Over here...
In revolt.
Okay, we've got this planet in revolt. We'll deal with that in a moment. We've got this situation going on here. So there's this exotic gas refinery that I'd like to repair. And what is this world set up as right now? It's a mining world. Okay, fair enough, but I'm actually going to put in a generator district here right now. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we've got a revolt brewing over here. This is not shocking. That's in Franfrid. Okay, and what do they actually have going on here? Well, we could certainly put in a decision to declare martial law. And as far as the actual revolt itself goes, we'll institute a crackdown. Beautiful. Tribano Prime requires a job. It's a tech world. We'll certainly put in a research complex. And yeah, we're currently keeping the peace here. That's fine. Jurup is another tech world where we can actually put in, shockingly, another research lab. So we'll certainly do that. Come here, research lab. There you are. Cool. So we've got a lot of construction to do. No doubt about that. Snarkeel here mostly... Well, we could use a city district eventually. We'll put in a city district now. This is a generator world, and it's going to remain as such. We definitely need more power. And this planetary revolt is now shrinking. Perfect. Very happy about that. So, the Scanurians are currently overwhelming to us. The first and second fleet are both chilling in Kadraka. Nice. So we're going to move out over here. We shouldn't have a problem taking out this wraith, I don't think. Should be okay. And we've got 14 of 19 starbase cap. Noted. So we need to spend our alloys relatively carefully right now. We need to upgrade this to a citadel to be able to make titans. Order has been restored. Fantastic. And that was here. Can we afford to get rid of the martial law? It'd be nice. Okay, so we're going to get into position here and just head on over. Beautiful. So we're currently still surveying in Arras. We want to be up here. Let's go ahead and do that. That's actually done surveying. So there's no orders here. Let's go ahead and investigate this. There we go. And we'll take over Arras. This is
Battle
a
is
very
joined.
valuable location for us. Let's go check in on the Wraith now that battle has been joined. There's a pulsar here, of course, which means that we don't have any shields. We'll take some losses, but we're just tearing this Wraith apart. Oh, all of those missiles going in. Okay. The haunting creature born from light pulses is finally neutralized. Although it remained until the end a ghost among the stars and in many ways a mystery, the process by which our ships managed to destroy it was observed by the most pessimistic of our scientists, who argued it would be impossible. To understand exactly how our fleets completed this seemingly insurmountable task, these scientists have meticulously documented the previously unseen properties of light and energy that the Wraith put on bright display today. Cool, so just plus 5% research, and energy weapon damage, and energy credits from jobs. Plus 10%. That's huge, actually. We also have a triumph opportunity. Do it. So we're going to take these guys back to Sol at this point. There we go. And once we're done in Arras, we will head down to Hodem again. It'll take some time, but that'll be fine.
The conquest of a new world has
Arras
begun.
is, of course, going to be ours. So that's excellent. No effects. Yeah, that's all fine. Hopefully we'll have that get pulled off again. So looking at our society management here, we have that Javorian pox sample. And we have to choose. We'll probably always choose the surveyor, to be honest. So the survey, or rather this construction, will be done in just a couple of seconds here. Not very long at all. I want to check in
Construction
over
complete.
this direction. All of our worlds appear to be in a decent state right now. So let's go ahead and build our mining stations and research stations in Arras, as well as a hyper relay. And I also want to upgrade this station. There we go. That'll take a little while, no doubt about it. And actually, let's head over to Hodem first, before we come finishing up all of this. Cool. So that's fine. And we could definitely upgrade this Starhold, as well as this one. There we go. And for the moment, that's all we're going to be doing for our defenses out over here. Franfrid is probably another location that wants a starport. Our analysis of the temporal fluctuations in the Arras system has revealed something remarkable, a massive prism floating in space. Rather than light, the prism refracts time. Depending on the angle of incidence, the crew of the BOS Ptolemy report experiencing time at different rates. Biometric scans indicate that some have aged rapidly, while others are days or even years younger than they should be. While our study of the prism has certainly deepened our understanding of the nature and properties of time, its origin and purpose remain a mystery. Okay. So, at this point, this science ship can head somewhere. We're already working out over this way to do surveys, although I am pretty sure that we queued up all of these research projects. There we go. So that's all underway, and I think we'll have this guy come back over to Jurup for now and continue to assist research there. Cool. So that'll be fine for the moment. The Scanurian Commonwealth subjugated the Great Zadran Mandate. Okay. Not too concerned about that right now. We're biding our time. So we're building these stations in Arras right now. And I do want to get our energy credits turned around a little bit. That would definitely be nice, but we need to remember 25 of them, a full third of our deficit, is going into this triumph. Which is fine. So we're making our way back up over this way. We definitely do want to refit our fleets, which will be reasonably expensive. We'll get that all underway. Governing ethics shift, sure. And our construction ship, the Merrimack, down over this way, is not really doing anything, nor I think will it really do anything. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. It's not necessary at this time. Cool. We've got our 2 construction ships, and that's really all we need at this point. So our ships have been declared. I was reading this war declaration up here. Our ships have been repaired, And there we go. The strobing light of the stellar wraith's disperser sac were distracting to look upon. So distracting that it took a while to detect that the sac the wraith used to generate its natural shield was leaking. After quickly confirming that exposure to the chemicals inside would not cause a total ecological collapse on Sirius Prime, our scientists focused on analyzing the effects the gas had on our atmosphere. It seems like the emitted chemicals have fused with our mesosphere and disperse concentrated energies surprisingly well. So well that if we release the rest of the disperser's contents, there would be a noticeable increase in planetary defensiveness. Well, we could do that. Or we could incorporate it into the performance, moving us further ahead. Honestly, if we're being orbital bombarded at Sirius Prime, I feel like we've got other problems. Sirius Prime is... Where is that again? I've completely forgotten. Oh, there it is, up here. So yeah, if we're being orbital bombarded there, we've got other problems. So let's incorporate it into the performance. That'll increase the amount of unity. Cool. But it does mean that this will take longer. An outcome will be reached in 15 months, but we're now positive on our energy credits. That's great. I'm going to sell off more minerals, and I'm going to sell off a few consumer goods here as well. We're positive on our exotic gases, so we can actually sell some of those too, and start to work on, say, terraforming this barren world into a continental world. Done. We'll get that started. That's absolutely great. We do have some low stability. Understood.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Fleet command limit, sure. Food from jobs is definitely something we'd like to have. So we'll go ahead and take that.
Construction complete.
And our Starhold in Arras will work its way up.
Special project complete.
Cool. What special project was that? I don't know. Nothing popped up. Okay, so we're going to group these armies together for the time being. That'll be fine. And can we colonize this? 60% is our max habitability. We should probably consider terraforming it then. It would be relatively cheap to do.
Construction complete.
Excellent. We're getting huge amounts of construction done at this point. Go ahead and build these mining and actually just do automatic construction. You'll be fine. Cool. So that's great. And we will continue to bump up these defenses over here. So Wenya is actually another location that would be good to upgrade and defend. Even though Itraben is here, it'll still be better to defend Wenya. Jump drive travel has been completed. And at this point, we could take that sapient combat AI, but I'm going to avoid that for the time being. And we're going to go to neutron
Our
launchers.
ships have been made superior.
Cool. Now we are going to have to upgrade our ships again because we have jump drives. So let's hop on down over here. That's a very tedious process. Apparently it didn't automatically get incorporated into our ships. Okay, well, we'll just jump up to... Oh yeah, we're upgrading right now. We should probably cancel our upgrades. Not disband. I want to cancel these upgrades. There we go. Beautiful. So with that done, now we can hop into our ship designers and work on upgrading our jump drives. There we go. What could possibly go wrong? The destroyer will definitely get it, and the cruiser. There we go. Jump drives. And the battleship. Jump drives. And the Titan. Jump drives. There we go. Is this the Titan loadout we really want? Is using Stormfire autocannons here? It's fairly short range. I generally prefer the longer range on our Titans. Yeah, this is set to artillery range. So I think that we just run something more along the lines of this. That should do. Cool. And then we've got our defense platforms and ion cannons. I'm not too concerned about those right now. Beautiful. So Sol is still upgrading there. That looks good. And from here, we will just go ahead and continue to upgrade to jump drives. There we go. So a lot of these upgrades will go quite quickly. Artificial dragon scales, crystal forged plating, physics research, and engineering research. Sounds good. So that finishes up all of this over here. I want to go to another tech world. So like Ouija Prime. Although Ouija Prime is not very developed, to be honest. So what else do we have for tech worlds? Tribano? Tribano can work. You're already there. Okay. What else do we have? We've got Europe, where we already sent someone. We've got the other Ouija Prime, which is a Forge world. But yeah, this is not super well developed at this point. So, realistically, that's kind of all we've got for our actual tech worlds. So I guess we'll head over to Ouija Prime, as opposed to Ouija Prime. We're not going to Ouija Prime. We're going to Ouija Prime, just to be clear. This Ouija Prime. Perfect. Okay, so that's underway. And this should all be good. We're going to be collecting quite a lot here. WMGM is, of course, working its way up, and we do need to work on our trade networks at some point, too.
Superior.
Because we kind of halted that. So I would like to get these trade networks a bit upgraded.
Construction complete.
This tech world here requires a job. For now, we're going to go for the heritage site. This mining world requires a job. We could actually definitely put in a monument here as well. There we go. This factory world requires a job. We'll go for a monument because keep in mind, this also gives governing ethics attraction. So that's definitely a good thing to build on each of these that don't have it. Let's see. This definitely needs a monument, but it also needs a gene clinic. So we'll put in a gene clinic and a monument. There we go. This station here, we'll put in a monument. This Forge world, we don't actually have space. We'll put in a city district for right now. Monument here, and a city district. On this Forge world, we'll put in a monument. Monument. We do already have a monument on Yurka. Cool. And we can upgrade this monument. On Ouija Prime, we've got that going. Fantastic. We've got the monument here. Monument, 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 and monument. I'm assuming this exists on all of these from here. It definitely should. And indeed it does. Okay, so that's all good. Beautiful. So that'll help with our low stability. Great. So we've got the Uzant autocracy over here. They're considered overwhelming to us right now. Now keep in mind, we haven't built up our fleets anywhere near as far as we can. We're waiting on alloys for that, but we're currently prioritizing the alloys in other directions, which is fine. We'll continue to upgrade our star fortresses here. Actually, I'm going to cancel this one, and we're going to come down over this direction and upgrade this one, because I want to make sure that we're getting all of this trade value over here. So that'll be fine for the moment. And we do have a lot of construction that we're finishing. Now, I want to get more energy credits as well. We need rare crystals and volatile motes. And once our construction ship over here is done in this area, that'll be fine. Our other construction ship over here needs to be on automatic construction. We're going to take this one off of automatic construction and build this research station here before we come out over this direction and build a hyper relay. But we're going to run out of rare crystals fairly soon. So we've got this refinery world here. I suppose we could upgrade our civilian replica complexes. There's not that much else to do there. Fleet maneuvers have been canceled. Yep, we couldn't get there. The weather on Sirius Prime was unnaturally great today, as it should have been, considering we ran our atmospheric control system on overdrive. Every city on the planet reached its capacity, and there were still tourist ships orbiting the world just to be a part of this great day. The Grand Parade traveled through each settlement in turn, and was greeted by streets packed with bizarro Ottomans. Every city capable of requisitioning a holo display in our empire was also overflowing with spectators for the grand hologram rebroadcasts. As the centerpiece of the parade, the wraith's disperser sack reached Sirius Prime's capital. I cannot read. Wow. People were already talking about making today a yearly wraith-inspired holiday. The wraith's disperser sack was then placed in a specialized display at the center of the capital to inspire generations to come. We stand united as one. Happiness plus 10% and unity from jobs? That's pretty good. Plus that unity gained is okay. So that's good. I like it. That does mean we can grab an unyielding tradition here. We're not planning to be in that many defensive wars, to be honest. We're going to take Fortress Doctrine for right now. There we go. And our next Unity and Ascension perk will be done in 35 minutes. I like it. So we've got this revolt brewing on Svrak. I was hoping that that wouldn't happen now that we've gotten that 10% base happiness, but we can definitely work on martial law here and also institute a crackdown. Fantastic. There we go. That should end up fixing the problem, in theory. We'll keep an eye on it. Gilprim Secundus does need that. There we go.
Have been made superior.
And Svrak here is at 12% stability right now. That's not a lot, to be honest. It's mostly that pop approval rating, which we need to take time to assimilate them. That will take a little while.
Construction complete.
And that's fine. So we're finishing up our constructions in a lot of these locations. Ouija Prime can certainly get a research lab. There we go. Beautiful. Elthier Prime here is a generator world that can't really expand its generators at all anymore. So I guess we'll go into an industrial district here. Cool, that'll do. And we're going to be finishing up the city district shortly. So things have definitely improved.
Construction
But
complete.
I'm going to go ahead and put in a monument here. Ooh, a crystal mine is very tempting. But we can't do that right now. We need to get that monument in. And there's also one up here that needed a monument. There we go. So that'll help convert all of these over to our situation. To our ethics. There we go. That's the term. And this
Our
planetary
ships have
revolt
been
is going
made
down now. So
superior.
that's perfect. Mega structure construction. Sounds good. Let's grab Gauss cannons here. And I do see dragon scale armor there. I think we'll go for that
Construction complete.
pretty soon here. But we have full access to that. We're not going to be concerned about that. So that's okay. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue building up our current position and getting this put back to a little bit more of a under control scenario. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.